and just got nominated right now. I'm going to get to the point. I believe that we should, not the best way, but one of the ways we can tackle this problem is, education is what we were talking about as well, by the way. We think that the best way to do is get a group, couple of group, not just one group, of 6 individuals, and we can have 12 of them, and we can send them to different parts of Europe. And when we send them to different parts of Europe, we can tell them to campaign and promote what we're doing here. And let people actually within those countries be aware of what we're doing here. Because if we don't go there, how are they going to know? Okay, I understand there's technology, but if there's somebody visually standing in front of you, then that is more convincing, I think. So that could be one of the ways. If we get people to go there and actually promote what we're doing and encourage and get loads of support from different European countries, then that's a very benefit way. And then we can put that, from that we can actually move on to getting different sponsorship from different countries, and we can have, from that we can have a positive feedback, as in we can help build schools. We can build a place for orphans, only orphans, people who don't have parents, and maybe girls or boys. And we can, they have to be really young. That's what we're discussing, that if we have them at a young age, then we can train them in the best way, educate them in the way that education should be. We can give them the right to ask questions, and we can create a place for them to live over a very long period of time, like 18 years since they were little. So we can train them, and then they can be trained to help the country. So if we actually, that was the main point we discussed, and we discussed that we should actually, it could be like a boarding school, that it could be, and the education doesn't, the books and stuff, they can't be from Pakistan or countries around the corner, they can't be from India. There has to be strict books which has to pass strict regulation systems, and they can't be biased, it has to be open-mindedly made, and it has to be structured, it has to be planned. And we have to recruit people, we have to get people on our side who are really knowledgeable. By people going to different countries, we have to find out which of our Afghans, not even Afghans, they could be citizens of different European countries, states. As long as they have, say we go to Germany and there's a specific person who can write books, or an author or something like that, we can actually get those people to support us and help us build what we need to do. Because if we get these materials from different places and we bring them together, that is one big success. That's what we actually discussed, and I don't know anything else to say. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Not so, you're thinking, oh, how possible is it? In the world, there is something called an international baccalaureate curriculum, and it's taught in Egypt, it's taught in Saudi Arabia, it's taught in El Salvador, Guatemala. In England, in Essex, there are some international baccalaureate schools. There are international curriculum which encompass different religions, different cultures. There are images of, Islam, Christianity, non-religion, non-faith, Buddhism. These things exist. What we need to campaign, I think, to make it practical, is to have those kind of curriculums in Afghanistan, in Pakistan. So what I'm probably saying to you is maybe do a bit of research, and it exists. But I love the idea of going to Europe. And one of the things Dr. Nassimi and I have discussed many times, and I can't commit time. I'm a fundraiser, but there is a European funding, and we're talking about $250,000, something like that. And what they do is they allow young people to have conferences in each other's country. And as you know, I go 3 times a year to speak at the conferences, and I'm very fortunate. And I have the money to take 5 young people. And what I've been saying to Dr. Nassimi is, let's take, Muslims, Afghan, as well as indigenous English people. What I don't see is parents like yourselves letting your children go to Europe. So again, I'm throwing, as parents who are here, are you willing to let your boys and daughters travel to Europe? Okay, so maybe this is a campaign you do within yourself. Do you trust your children as parents? If you are children, what kind of parents are you going to be?